I'm Hugh Richmond, and I've been teaching Shakespeare here at the University of California at Berkeley for the last 40 years. I found that the most effective way to achieve understanding and enjoyment of Shakespeare is to see him not purely as a poet, but more as a scriptwriter concerned chiefly with successful performance before a live audience. With this view in mind, for the last 20 years at Berkeley, the University of California Shakespeare Program has staged many productions of plays by Shakespeare and his contemporaries in a variety of locations, mostly outdoors, and following the configurations, costumes, and conventions of an Elizabethan touring company. The last of these productions was Much Ado About Nothing, staged here in front of Wheeler Hall in April of 1996. When the restored Globe Theatre opened in London for a prologue season in the summer following, it seemed a natural culmination of our programme to restage Much Ado on this authentic Elizabethan stage.
There are certain limits that we've had to acknowledge, chiefly limits put on us by the fire brigade over how safe it is, and also about the numbers. We can actually only house half the number of people that the people at the original Globe said could be accommodated there. And there are other restrictions of various kinds. But it really only affects relatively incidental features of the auditorium. We've had to make the stair turrets wider so that people can move up and down in an emergency more quickly. We've had to provide more exits at the yard level. But otherwise we've got it as authentic as we can. As you'll see from the timbers of the structure, they are cracking because they were built in green oak, which was the authentic original structure. And the plastering, which looks all very innocent and smooth and plain at the moment, was a huge labour because we used the traditional lime plaster instead of the gypsum plaster that is a much more workable material and that's used nowadays. We learned a great deal from things like plastering. What we remain to learn, of course, is what the effects of this kind of use of the traditional materials will have on, for instance, acoustics and all the other features of staging that we haven't had a proper chance to investigate yet.